All right, this is the end, everybody. This is the end of Minigame Madness Gents Challenge. All right, that's right. We came 2 months ago. We did the thing.
No.
We did the mini games, and then Luke came on here to report about those mini games, and now we're here to talk about how it all went. I'm here to talk about games I played in the first week of February. And
Yeah,
you flew through them.
Yours were both ridiculously short, and you were able to just beast them out.
I beat.
An
Yeah, I had both.
classics, too.
I had both beaten by February 4th, and we're here on April 2nd. Let's talk about
Yeah.
them.
All right.
We're joined.
We sort of talked about
Luke
one
again.
on the first one.
Yeah,
Luke.
I already
Hey,
finished this Agatha
Hello.
Christie. I already finished Agatha Christie the last time. I already talked about my thoughts on that. So, yeah.
Not good.
But now that you've really sat with Agatha Christie, do you think has anything changed?
Yeah.
It's
lucky.
one of those games you really have to sit with to really get the full experience out of.
I actually, it's lucky that it's still here. Honestly, I need to get it out of here. It needs to perish. I mean, I've come to the realization I don't need to like, if this game is completely useless in my mind, like, why does it need to sit on the shelf, right? Destroy it or send it to the next guy, double it, and give it to the next guy, maybe.
That box represents the joy of Agatha Christie that you could be sharing with the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's true. Selfish to keep it to yourself.
And we talked with Rusty briefly, and he was like, "I saw you were like one trophy away from the platinum," and it's like, I don't think I'll ever do. I'll leave it one trophy off from getting platinum forever.
That's my my little challenge to myself. If I can do that.
The one that got away.
Yeah.
Yep.
A constant reminder of misery that game was for you to experience.
So we're gonna go through how our challenges went. We can briefly touch on everybody else's. All in all, we had 8 Supreme Gents, 7 Gents, and 2 Rascals. So close. All right, but I guess I'll start off since it was so long ago. I did play Stray, and I finished Stray.
Great game.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game. You know, it's kind of like a vibey game. You know, it's a cool atmosphere. I like the little world and how it's like, you know, it's not an overwhelming amount of stuff to do. It's a nice little self-contained little story, but at the same time, it's like there's some weird world building there, and it's just like got an interesting vibe to it that I wouldn't necessarily just expect from looking at it. You know, all I knew was there was a cat involved, you know, and a little bit of the aesthetic. But
that's actually kind of one of the things that I liked the most about it was like, just looking at Stray, I knew going in that there was like, oh, it takes place in sort of like a post-apocalyptic sort of like based on it is like literally in the walled city kind of vibe to it. And I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. What I got was something I like. It was just complete left turn in terms of what I was expecting, and I really liked that. I thought it was like, what a unique twist on like just the concept of, oh, you're a cat, but there's this weird other thing going on. There's just stuff going on that you just like weren't really expecting to get into, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty cool little plot that happened.
Yeah.
So
it could be like, it's almost like a cool little film. Like you could see a film having been made with this concept, and I like the gameplay itself. Is not that much that interesting to it, but it's really just the world you're exploring in that little time, and just seeing this cat interact with different things, and yeah, I enjoyed it for sure. Luke, have you ever played Stray?
I have not had the pleasure, but it sounds like a good time.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's those ones,
nice and contained.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'd check that out if I ever had the chance.
Yeah, and actually, I forget how many hours it took, but it was like, it's not like a one sitting game. It was like 8 to 10 hours for sure. So
yeah,
it's nice every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's welcome. gets in,
Yeah,
says his piece, gets out.
I played it while I was down in Virginia visiting my folks for Christmas. So I played through Astrobot, and then I played through Stray, because those are both games on my list last year to play through. I was trying to beat Zach out at the end, but I end up doing it. Um, but yeah, it was a nice, cute little game, and my dad always liked watching it because my dad's a big, he loves cats, so he enjoyed me playing that. So it's good. It's a really, really good game, I think.
Mm-hmm. And Luke, you were next up. Yeah, so it wasn't until halfway through March was the next game finished from us here, and that was Luke. What'd you finish
I
first?
really just the whole story of my challenge this time has been getting distracted by Pokemon building games.
Yeah.
Not even just Pokopia, but before that, I started playing this modded Minecraft with Pokemon in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like balancing that and also the official Pokemon
Wow.
Minecraft. I've just been building a lot with Pikachu. And the problem with mine was that I had two games that I liked. So I like wanted to be in the mood to play them. Whereas the thing that if my games were bad, I'd be like, all right, well, I gotta get this out of the way. So I gotta like, let's just nose to the grindstone and get this done. But since I like them, I was like, I'm like, I don't want to rush through Galaxy 2
Right.
or Tunic. But then near the end, I was like, all right, it's time to rush through Galaxy 2 because playing too much with Pikachu, we gotta lock in.
Yeah.
So I was being really, really thorough with Galaxy 2 at first, like getting all the, I still got all the comet medals whenever I went in the first try because it's just what you do. But I stopped full clearing the worlds, and I was like, let's just pick and choose what stars I'm gonna get on my path because you only need 70 to clear it. But I obviously do want to go back because it was a great game, as I suspected it would be.
Starship Mario.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't my favorite part. I still prefer the vibes of Galaxy 1 for sure. I know that's probably the popular opinion. People kind of like the levels of 2 more, but the vibes of 1 is kind of what I got.
There's sort of a serene kind of loneliness to the Comet Observatory that's really nice. The Starship Mario is a completely different vibe. It's almost like and I think the thing that I like about how the game depicts that is just in the music alone. Both games have like a development of the theme, whereas like with certain stars you have like a very simple theme, and then with more you add some more instrumentation, and then you go onto a full orchestra by the time you've reached sort of the final tier. And it's fun because it's like the music in the Comet Observatory is very, like I said, it's serene, but it's grand. Whereas in the Starship Mario, it's very much more like I don't know, it just feels like warm and like inviting. Like it's like you have a whole gathering of people around
You're on
enjoy.
like a riverboat cruise and
Yes,
having a
yeah,
good old time with all your
very
friends.
Americana. Like is kind of the kind of some of the vibes I get from it. It's not quite like it's not like open fifths kind of the type thing, but it does have a very it does have like a kind of very like Western feel to a lot of music. It's fun.
A good old lubba.
Of course.
You know what's interesting?
It's neat. It's like a little museum.
Yeah.
I want to say when you collect little characters and things from the worlds.
What's interesting is that you just finished Mario Galaxy 2. Next week we're reviewing the Mario Galaxy movie, and then we're going to be reviewing Mario Galaxy 2 soon. So
yeah, later this month.
Topical.
We've been going through the 3D Mario games chronologically. So that one's next. And it's been years since I played it, but I always viewed it as like a 10 out of 10 game for me, so I'm curious to see how it holds up. What
the Switch 2 port was very nice. Or I guess it's a Switch port, but I played it on the Switch 2. I was playing on my Wii U, and it just kept I probably would have been fine, but it kept crashing because Miyamoto didn't like the things I'd done to my Wii U, which is valid. But I just thought, it's worth $40. It's a good game, and it was.
Yeah.
How do
The
you
co-op was fun
how do you
too.
compare it to the other 3D Mario games? Where does it stack up for you?
That's tough. I'm a 64 kind of loyalist, and just because I like Bing Bing Wahooing backwards up the infinite staircase, kind of. I'd have to really think about it. I'd have to go through and play them all as you guys are doing. But I like the thing I like that maybe is a taste thing is I like the kind of open explory type games like 64 Sunshine and Odyssey kind of return to it. And I think Galaxy was kind of a shift to it, but they're still somewhat open. I think Galaxy 2 is when it starts getting very linear.
Yeah.
So
Galaxy 1 is sort of like their attempt at trying to blend the clear the stage versus or get to the goal mentality with the complete the objective. Whereas Galaxy 2 and 3D World are very much more like, no, we're doing like the get to the goal, like more or less doing that idea in a 3D space. I mean Mario 3D Land and World especially, they're literally that.
Yeah. Because Galaxy 1 you have like the Bumble Zone Honey Hive Galaxy is very open, but it's still, or like the Freeze Flame is very open. Galaxy 2 is like, here's the Windy Gust Galaxy. You're going this way.
Yeah, you're going there, and you're gonna go to it.
It's a tighter gameplay experience, I guess, is an upside to it because they can control, what happens and when. But I like kind of.
Are you a Bowser's Fury
weird
head?
Areas. Yeah.
Bowser's Fury's. Yeah, Bowser Fury. Bowser Fury.
Bowser's Furry Fury.
Yeah.
Foodie Fury, which
sure.
isn't that lost in the ongoing poll on the Discord? I think
that lost to something.
Yeah. Anyway, so Mario Galaxy 2, thumbs up. Luke, what was the second game you played?
Thumbs up. Second game was Tunic, which was another one I had been looking forward to playing a lot. I was in the mood for like a Zelda type game. And then I started playing it and I was like, oh no, this is a Dark Souls type game.
Yes.
I don't think I was in the mood for a Dark Souls type game. I wanted a Zelda type game. But it was fun. The thing it did that I talk about sometimes with like Allison, I was just talking about Jake, is that it does that puzzle a lot where there's a thing that you can't see because the camera is placed in a way. Like there'll be a passageway behind like a corner. And it's like, oh, look, there's a thing behind this corner. You didn't see that. And I hate that personally. Because that means for me that I have to go around checking every corner because I have the compulsion to want to see everything. Like when I play A Link Between Worlds, I had that problem because they would hide like a little crack in the wall facing the camera. So now I'm like, I gotta check like every wall now. I gotta merge. It's like it becomes less of like a fun Easter egg and it just becomes a chore to me, I guess. And it's a very personal vendetta to have against that type of puzzle. Where like the Zelda 1 compulsion of I have to burn every bush now because some of them might have an old man that gives me $20. But aside from all that, it was a cute game. It's nice.
Okay.
And I
great.
did the bad ending, I guess, because I did the boss battle, which was not very enjoyable because the parry in Tunic is very bad. I don't know if you guys have played.
I haven't. I actually know I've just in spite of the fact that I bought this game for both my brothers. Or no, I bought this for one of my brothers, and the other one has played it. I know very little about this game other than I think I know like one kind of spoiler about how the game works mechanically. That's about it. But
I'm probably making it seem bad the way I'm airing my grievances and all. It's a very fun game. It does some very cool things.
It's totally fair. Both my brothers had their grievances with it too. I think they were thankfully were both stayed fairly vague, but both of them were sort of like it was like maybe a little too like overly puzzle heavy to a point where it was sort of like it did. I think it's kind of become a little bit.
Yeah,
tedious.
there's some moments where I was like I would love a little bit more direction,
Mhm.
but I think I'd kind of want more puzzle out of it and less combat because I didn't explain the parry. You have to hit the shield button twice, so you like go to hold down your shield, and then from the time you hit the button, there's like a wind up. He does the parry, and then there's like a cooldown, and it's the weirdest. Like like when you do it, you can get a lot of damage off on a boss, but it does not feel good.
Oh, what's the other? There's another game that has a parry that's like that, but it's like I don't remember. It's an older game. I'm trying to remember. I feel like there was another game that I played that has like you have to like double tap to parry.
Yeah, if they just change it to like the Breath of the Wild, which again came after Tunic, so how would they know? But like the holding down a shield and then hitting A is so. It made me appreciate how nice the pairing is in that, I guess, because this was not this is not it. But it's very cute game.
Cute game. All right. I just checked to fact check that Fury lost to 999 in our bracket.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough.
And Tunic beat Lunar Eternal Blue, right? Which
I voted for Tunic, and I stand by that. I think I still have to rank my games, but I think they'll both rank very highly.
No way. How do they rank highly? Don't you have a list of like 4 and they're all like absolute bangers?
I know.
Yeah,
Resident Evil 2 Remake is still at the top.
Based on what you said about
yeah,
Tunic, I expect Tunic to be at the bottom. It wasn't as
it's
glowing
not going
as
to
the
be
others.
at the very top. But
yeah, Resi 2 Remake is like a freaking masterpiece.
It's really good. I think I put Final Fantasy VII Remake over Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I think I still believe in.
Oh, okay. It's fair. It's totally fair take because the FF7 Remake is still great.
I'll have to consider those. Maybe I'll switch those two around too. But I think Galaxy 2 might come in and topple everything. I'm not sure.
Ooh.
Were those both Game of the Year 2020 contenders? Did Resi 2 Remake come out in 2020?
2019 it came out.
Oh, okay. So it couldn't have been.
Be a stacked year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Alec. How did your challenge go?
Well, my challenge could have been better. I probably could have. I think I kind of agree with Luke. I probably should have stayed a little bit more focused. I was, but I spent some time doing some a little bit of like generalized gaming for our challenge. So I just kind of wanted to pop in a kind of a cozy game. So I played through Unpacking pretty early on. Which I really enjoyed. I thought it was a very, very charming game. And then over the course of both February and March, I was playing through Stellar Blade, which was one of the games I was very happy was chosen, as I'd been wanting to play it. I just hadn't found the excuse or time to. But the main thing with this is that I wanted to play through this with Dubs watching, the chosen one, the once chosen one. Anyway,
Brisby.
We can just call him the chosen one until he's overthrown on the second one. He's the only one.
It'd be very funny if it was picked again, though.
I know.
That would be kind of funny if he was picked.
I remember him saying, I might not participate if they do another one. And I'm like, you got to participate because you got to have the chance that you be back-to-back chosen ones, and it's really chosen.
Yeah, that'd be kind of amazing. And so a lot of my time playing it was very dependent on him being available, and as well as me being available because towards the end of the month I got hired, so I'm employed again. But the unfortunate part about that is the fact that
you have to work.
I've been having to. Well, no, it's the fact that It's the fact that I've been having to wake up at 4:30
Mm-hmm.
to drive down to a place that's almost 2 hours away, and then at the end of
Mm.
the day drive all the way back. And there have been days when I don't get home until like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and so I've been awake
Mm-hmm.
for 14 hours and driving for over 3.5 hours basically. And so it takes a lot out of when that's been happening. That wasn't happening. Sometimes I didn't have to. It didn't have to be that early, but there were times where it has had to be, including this past week. So like
Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday, I left here around like 5:15, 5:20, and then I did not get home until 7:50. So needless to say, I didn't do any gaming that day. Like,
It's a full day.
that I was so, and I so anyway, I did beat Stellar Blade because a lot of this again was sort of dependent on me being like alive enough to put the gumption in to do that, and to also give myself enough time to actually get some sleep. Um, so that's been kind of a little bit of a struggle. Um, I won't go into details for the sake of privacy, but Dubs has been kind of going through some stuff recently, um, so he's been having to spend some more time away. That's taken a little bit of time away from this too. So I probably would have finished this earlier. I also really wanted to enjoy this game as much as possible while I was playing through it. So I didn't do like absolutely everything, but I did a lot of the side quests. I was doing a lot of the optional stuff. Really, if you just focus on the main quests, um, I think the game's kind of short. It does sort of encourage you to definitely like involve yourself in the world. Um, and as I found out towards the end, there's actually some endings. There's multiple endings in this game, which I didn't know, but they are sort of dependent on you maybe doing some of the side quests. So, um, but I did beat it. It was towards the end of the month. It was like the 26th, 27th or something. I don't remember the exact day I
28th.
posted. 28th, yeah. So so I was like, okay, well that does give me a little bit of time. I can maybe get to playing this. Maybe I can finish this because I've got like 3 days to do it. And then of course, as I described, this past Tuesday was that day where I got home and I was like, okay, I think I have about more than half this game left. Because I don't know if either of you, I don't think either of you have played this.
No.
So I got through the second major area, I think, in the game. So maybe third major area. I might not be counting it right. I think it's the second major area in the game. And so I was like, okay, that's maybe like 2/5 of the game done. There's supposedly 5 major areas, so I might be able to do it over the next couple of days. But no, it didn't. It
No.
just didn't. It didn't end up
That's tough.
happening.
That's a tough ask.
So yeah,
Because I did a similar thing
I,
with the original Metroid Prime. Actually, on one of my challenges, I had to literally no life it like the last
yeah,
minute, and you probably don't enjoy the game as much as you could going that way.
Yeah.
Things are a lot more
right,
frustrating that shouldn't be as frustrating that way. I'm like,
right,
why can't it just
right,
be easy? You know?
yeah. So I will say, I after some time and space, having played the first few hours of this game,
Hmm.
I like Miles McKenzie. That's right, I'll say it. I think he's great. I think the hate for him was very extremely overblown and performative, and I find him extremely charming. So I will say that. I'll just say that right now. I really liked him.
They're gonna kill him in the
Um,
streets. They're gonna kill this
they're
guy.
probably gonna this. They're probably,
How do I? I knew
they
nothing
act
about
like they're
this.
gonna.
I knew. I don't even know
Okay.
who
I
this
just
man
heard people didn't
is.
like him.
Yeah, he's an NPC, and everybody thinks that Metroid Prime means you shouldn't have enemy NPCs, and or a Metroid game in general. And like, look,
Mm.
I love Metroid. It's one of my favorite game series. I totally understand that. I kind of don't care. I'm having the time of my. Honestly, I'm loving this game. I
Mm.
think it's fantastic. It's very different than like most of the other ones. I think I heard somebody once compare it similarly to Zelda in some ways, and I wouldn't necessarily go that far, but because it is sort of structured as like spoken wheel kind of world exploring rather than just like all open, it does give that kind of feel of like, oh, you're going to this next area, and then you get to sort of explore this and figure out the sandbox in this world, this like one spot, and then it's like you get to go to the next one, and then you do that in the same area there. Metroid Prime 3 was pretty similar in that regard, because in that one you're going to a bunch of different planets in that one. And this is like a bunch of different biomes essentially that you're going to. But the music is so good in this game. Like I'm telling you, this is like Nintendo was killing it last year. And like Mario Kart World and this,
Oh my god.
it's like these are generationally good soundtracks, and I'm not kidding. Like this is such a good score.
And they
to
made
this.
a Nintendo Music app, and they have not uploaded the Mario Kart World soundtrack
That's,
to the Nintendo Music app.
yeah, there's
Please.
a enormous wealth. Well, here's the thing. There's an enormous wealth of music in that. There's like 250 pieces of music in Mario Kart World. It's
Just a crumb.
It's
Just a crumb, sir.
it's insane. Yeah. And they're using also like legendary talent, like Japanese jazz fusion talent that are like working on the soundtracks to those Mario Kart games. So pretty great. But yeah, this is no slouch. This is like the soundtrack of this is like absolutely no slouch. Like Volt I think it's Volt Forge. Fantastic. Fury Green, also fantastic. Like I have not been disappointed by a single music track in this entire game so far. So Silex's theme, also great. Yeah. I've been loving Metroid Prime 4. So I'm excited to continue going on in that and I'm not going to get the maximum amount of points now. I can't do that now, but at least I can get 1 point if I go and beat it.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's been fun. I'm glad I don't have to no life it. I can pace myself a little bit with it. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any thoughts on anybody else in the challenge here and the games that they played? Anything? Any drama? We need drama.
Need drama. Well,
yeah, let's talk the drama that happened in the challenge.
I don't know. I don't know if my guy Broccoli the Guardian. I don't know if he started Citizen Sleeper or not. I think he might have, and he was just kind of like, I'm not really in the mood for this kind of game right now. And WrestleQuest, he gave it a try, but he was just like, this game overstayed its welcome like 10 hours ago. And he's just like, I'm not beating this game. He's just like, I'm done.
Though.
I'm good.
Pretty good box art.
I'm good. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Some of the best people are saying.
Some of the best.
Hurricane 1997 is 0 for 3 on Gents challenges. So where you at? Come on. He's a newcomer to the Gents challenge in the Discord. So struck out so far. Hopefully you can get that W.
Love to see it.
The people love an underdog.
People do love it. People do love the underdog.
You love to see it just so you can feel better about yourself, so we can be above them. All right, we need rascals in this world.
If everybody was a supreme gent, then you wouldn't be able to feel superior.
I know. We got two supreme gents and a gent in chat.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So Dubs and I are gonna go through Virtue's Last Word together. So that was like the one thing that we're sort of like, hey, I'll watch you play that, and you can watch me play this. So
okay, I was like, damn it, he's got to play this game. Like he's been assigned it a couple times, I think, on these Gents challenges.
Yeah, so we are gonna go. That's like the next thing that we're gonna do as we share play on PSN. So that's the plan to do that next, which I'm really looking forward to because I'd probably because the last time I've experienced that game was like 12 years ago when I was playing it on the 3DS, so.
Yeah, I played through that with my brother. After I had played it on the 3DS, and then years later when it came to PlayStation and the Nonary games, we played through those then. So it's cool. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, those first two Nonary games are so good. Those first two, love those.
Are you a Zero Time Dilemma hater?
I am.
Oh, I like Zero Time Dilemma. I think it's overhated. I agree that it's not as good. It's definitely not as good as the other two. Like not even It's not really on the same level, but I still think it's pretty good.
Okay. We need weirdos in this world so that we can be, feel better
I'm
about
kind of a
ourselves.
freak. It's true.
Yeah.
I'm a freak. I think on my backloggery, I even have a list of games that I like that people hate, just to be a contrarian.
Is your time dilemma
But that's
on there?
'cause
Put it on there.
no, it's going on there. It's going on there like right now.
The writing is so bad. Don't get me started. The puzzles aren't fun. It looks bad.
I don't
I don't like the
think
characters.
I don't think the writing's that bad.
I'd go back and check the
I
screenplays on
do
that.
remember the puzzles. I do remember the puzzles not being very good though.
Yeah.
I can kind of remember that much at least.
But anyway, Luke, anything stand out to you from these others folks?
I'm disappointed to see freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land.
Yeah.
We said if
That
you're
was,
a real one, you'll play that
Yeah.
one first, right? Wasn't that the first one, or am I mixing
I
it up?
think it is.
so.
Yeah.
It got
Just 'cause
first
that
in the
game's so funny.
Smash. Got first in the
Yeah.
Smash tournament and was deserved, but
that's
Left Tingle hanging.
it's such a. I mean, Aooni was kind of a freak of a game too. Don't get me wrong, but
absolutely.
I like. I watched Blink play through.
True. Yeah, I watched that too.
Parts of both games. So Lost Eden was like bizarre. It was strange, weirdly charming, but it was like the dinosaurs were all talking. It was they were like dinosaurs talking, and there were people, and it was very, very weird game.
Yeah, good voice acting.
And the Seventh Guest is like, I think it's kind of a landmark title in terms of FMV games because it was like a pretty high budget game when it came out. Because it features like a lot of actors and like I don't think they're not like real actors in the sense that like they're probably not people that but there's like costuming and a lot of like effects work and all that stuff. So but it's kind of a weird game. That's also a weird game.
So
it's fun. It was fun seeing him play through them. Those was kind of cute.
I would watch that.
I like
in the I would have his streams on, and whenever I would go away to do something else, come back, he'd always be stuck on one of those puzzles again, like one of those weird like slide puzzle things. Like
where they're making fun of you.
Yeah, it's like wow, this is riveting gameplay. Every time I come back, it's just like I don't know. I'm just clicking things randomly, hoping it works out here.
Except the slide puzzle where there's one empty space and you have to get the picture to line up properly.
Stuff like that. They got some weird ones. Shout out to Jake, who might be the realest Supreme Gent this time around. I mean,
he said he's waiting for his hat in the mail.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Okay, Supreme Gent with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is not too shabby.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I mean,
I say he was constantly in the Discord. He's like, we're playing Pokemon Minecraft. He's like, all right, I gotta beat this. I'm real close to beating Final Fantasy VII. Don't worry. He said that like for almost a month.
Yeah,
it just kept going and going.
Yeah, and I enjoyed the conversation about that game. The little back and forth I had, because like. I think it's definitely an agree to disagree because like I think I kind of mostly agree with him that like the game is kind of overstuffed and it does kind of I think that he's maybe not giving enough credit that you really do not have to do as much stuff as the game makes you think it has to do. But in a true open world game fashion, the game is really like you really should go do this stuff.
Yeah,
like, come on.
I still have to beat that as well, and I'm like I don't want to skip any of this stuff.
Play our game.
It's kind of like you're going to a buffet and then being like, "There's too much food at this buffet." And you're like, "Yeah, you just take what you want."
Well, when you get to like the 5th area and there's still that much stuff to do, you're just like, okay. that was me last year. I was like, all right, it's like I can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing this to me.
That's why I'm at Cosmo Canyon. I'm like, I'm taking a break. I'll be back.
That was talking about Western music. Yeah. That's like I had like multiple times during that game I just like sat and just had like I just like soaked it in. It was like a spiritual experience of just enjoying, because like that the music of that game means an awful lot to me. So like the just all the different arrangements of everything they do throughout that game is just like, it was already amazing in remake, and then rebirth like upped it even more. So yeah,
And then there's a
good stuff.
piano mini game. We love a good
There
rhythm
is.
game.
There is. I'm really bad at that. There's
Yeah.
something about it that really like.
I think the timing's off. I
Yeah,
think
there's
it's
something
honestly
about it.
scuffed or something, but I
Yeah,
still enjoy it being there.
it's
Even
cute.
though I
It's
just
it's cute. I like that being there too.
And also a shout out to Holy Hand Grenade and Josh Prep, who both beat Resident Evil 6. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, they should have played it together. I'm telling you, they should.
Never been done before.
Yeah,
Gotta see that one day.
co-op challenge.
I don't remember what either of them said about it. I think Holy Can Grenade didn't really like it. I don't remember what I don't remember what Josh Prep said about it, but I think he said he kind of liked parts of it. So,
I think there was an agreement that like one of the campaigns was pretty bad and the other one was good.
Yeah,
something familiar.
Oh, it's
very divisive depending on the character.
The Chris Redfield. Everyone seems to hate on the Chris Redfield one, and I don't remember it well enough. I just remember it being kind of funny, but it's not supposed to be funny. That's kind of what I remember about it. The Leon one is like legitimately very good. And then the Jake one I remember being fun. I also remember it being like sort of like a bizarre, like it feels like a completely different movie that's happening like during a game, like during the the course of the events of this game, and it's like, and then there's this movie happening. It's like it's completely different than the rest of what's going on in the other parts of the game. But I remember kind of liking that one, but I don't know. That's after we do a Virtuous Last Reward. That's what we'll do after that. Is we're gonna play through Resident Evil 6. So yeah, me and Dubs. So well, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on that, because it's been what 15 years since I played that. Whenever that came out,
84 years.
2013 is when I played it, I think. So 13 years ago. It's been 84. It might as well have been 84 years.
Well, there you go. That's the Gents challenge, huh? In the meantime, we are gonna be doing. We do a little challenge between Gents challenges. I think the next one is the Scholars Challenge, which is books. So if you're a reader, you want to read more, you got that. It'll be a 1 month challenge. And then a couple months from now, we'll have another Gents challenge. All the Gents and Supreme Gents, if you'd like, you can submit a theme that'll eventually be voted on in a poll. Be interested to see what that becomes for the next one. And yeah, that's it.
Minigame Madness too.
For the rest of the time, it's just going to be all Minigame Madness. We can't quit it. It's going to be voted.
We gotta wait for the next snowstorm.
I think that's a requisite. Yeah. Well, you could do more summer type.
Yeah, we'll do
beach
edition.
Like the Olympics.
Beach themed.
A winter and summer Minigame Madness.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, instead of Smash Brothers, it's Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's what you. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, everybody. Join in the Discord if you haven't. You can always join in, and so you'll be able to join in the next Gents challenge that comes up. All right. And we thank you for watching. Thank you, Luke, for joining us again.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me again.
So if you enjoyed this video, we're going to recommend a random Tarqaron video for you to watch next. All right.
Random rules.
Random rules. If you enjoyed this, why don't you go check out our video where we concluded the Indie Gents Challenge with Tiger Thanos.
Oh,
how similar.
Been a while since I've heard that name. I hope he's doing good.
It's been a while.
I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, he left
little short films.
He left our Discord, unfortunately, but we have that time capsule there.
Yeah, there it is.
It was a fun time. Where in the thumbnail we had Kena Bridge of Spirits, which I never finished. He had No More Heroes, and you had Shovel Knight on that one as the
I
first of
did.
games.
Finish.
All right.
What a good game. It's one of my. I think it's still my top. I think it might be my top game on my list. It's up there.
No,
I love that game.
that's a
I
good
think that
one.
game is
That's
I
high
was
marks.
thinking
extremely
about Shovel
good.
Knight.
Yeah.
How do you think it'll fare in
Yeah,
this poll of finished Gents games?
I hope it does well, but I don't know how many people are quite as jazzed about Shovel Knight as me.
Because like I
It's
like
like,
Shovel Knight, but I'm not super
yeah.
passionate about
No, I'm pretty passionate. I
It's
love
got
it.
my vote.
Yeah.
Unless it goes up against
against
something better.
anything.
It doesn't have my vote.
Unless it goes up against a
Unless it's
better
like-
game.
It's got my vote, unless of course a better game comes along.
Yeah, you know.
I can
only
promise
do
you
that.
my vote unless a better option comes along.
Imagine like people going around campaigning and being like, "So, do I have your vote?" It's like, absolutely, unless someone better comes along.
And then I'll just promise them that, like, because that's better.
May the best man win. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. All right. Until the next
Yeah.
one. All right.
All right.